205 pounds from Saint-Maurice, France, Evan Fournier. Please welcome home at 6 feet, 184 pounds from the University of Connecticut and the Bronx, New York, Kemba Walker.
Good morning and welcome inside Madison Square Garden for this exciting day as we introduce the two newest members of the New York Knicks family, Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. I'm Greg Schwartz, Vice President of Public Relations for the Knicks. Evan joins us having just competed in the Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan, where he helped lead France to a silver medal as the team's leading scorer and one of their leaders. In 6 Olympic Games, he averaged 18.7 points over 28.2 minutes, en route to France's first medal since 2000 and the third in country's history. He's coming off of an NBA season in which he averaged 17.1 points for the Magic and the Celtics, including career highs of 2.8 three-pointers per game and 41.3% shooting from downtown. His three-point percentage was 7th best in the NBA among players who took at least 6 threes per game, and it marked the 3rd time in his career that he shot at least 40% from 3. He's one of 34 NBA players to have averaged more than 15 points and shoot greater than 35% from 3 in each of the last 6 seasons. Welcome to New York, Evan. Kemba Walker, New York's own from the Bronx, New York. He starred in our city at Rice High School and for the New York Gauchos, then went on to continue his legacy at the University of Connecticut. Who could forget that magical run in 2011, starting with the Big East tournament in this very arena that he now calls home? 5 wins in 5 days, 130 points, a buzzer beater against Pittsburgh, and a conference title. A couple of weeks later, Kemba was leading the Huskies to a national title. 10 NBA seasons under his belt for Charlotte and Boston. His resume includes 4 NBA All-Star appearances, 2 NBA Sportsmanship Awards, and an All-NBA third-team selection in 2019. He is one of 6 players currently in the NBA with career averages of at least 19.5 points, 5 assists, and 1.3 steals while shooting greater than 35% from 3. Welcome home, Kemba. Before we continue, we would like to welcome our loyal fans, the best fans in the NBA who are tuned in on MSG Network, as well as some other special guests in attendance, including Kemba's mother, Andrea, and sister, Sharifa, as well as Evan's wife, Laura, and son, Elias. We would also like to recognize a celebrity friend and huge Knicks fan, plus Bronx native, Fat Joe, who's also in attendance.
Yes, sir.
We now begin our question and answer portion with both media in attendance, as well as those on Zoom, followed by a photo opportunity. In order to ask a question, please raise your hand and wait to be called on. Our first 2 questions are coming from some very special guests from the Garden of Dreams Foundation. Hold on one second. Josh, can you bring the boom mic over to her?
Thank you. I have a question for you, Kemba. So as a New York native from the Bronx, I was wondering, how does it feel to see your face outside of the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, knowing that as a kid, you were probably walking around 34th Street?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's an unbelievable feeling. It's a great feeling. Just to repeat what you said, just growing up here, walking around the city and, seeing all those guys' faces on those billboards, who play for the Knicks, who I've always been fans of. And, now to see myself up there, along with Evan, a guy who I've known for a minute now, it's an unbelievable feeling. Yeah, great feeling. Thank you.
And now our second question from Garden of Dreams.
Hi, I'm Rayanne. My question is for Evan. So basically, sorry. How does it feel knowing that you're going to be playing in the Garden with a tough crowd and a team that made it to round one last year?
How does it feel to what? I'm sorry.
To be playing, sorry.
It's okay.
To be playing in the Garden with a tough crowd and a team that made it to round one last year.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, the Garden is my favorite arena. I've been saying that for years. I don't, just say that because I'm a Knick now, but I've always enjoyed the atmosphere. There's just a different feeling and a different energy. So, being able to play 41 games here and having the fans with us, I can't wait. I'm extremely excited.
All right, we'll now take questions from the media. If you have a question, please raise your hand. First question, Steve Popper.
Hey, Kemba, you just noted the 10 years playing in the league. Does it feel different to you to be coming home to play here and added pressure even at 10 years in the league?
What was the last part? I'm sorry.
Is there added pressure for you?
Added pressure? Not really. I mean, it does feel different though. Like, this feeling has been like no other. Like, I'm just randomly getting goosebumps. Like, it's an unbelievable feeling to be able to come home. As far as added pressure, I don't think so. As long as I'm in a good environment around great people, I'll be fine.
Ian Begley, SNY.
Hey, Kemba, welcome back. How did this all kind of come about for you? The last couple of weeks, OKC, and then you guys work things out, and then you come here. How did it all come together?
I don't know. I was on vacation. I don't know. I was on vacation. I got a call and said I got traded. So that was it. I don't know. But I mean, I ain't complaining. I was super excited to hear that my home team wanted me to come play for them. So yeah, no complaints at all.
Kemba just spoke.
My bad, Joe. You the performer. I ain't
All right, next question, Brian Mahoney, AP.
Hey guys, how you doing? Kemba, being from here, I'm sure you know when New York fans, when they like something, when they don't like something, it becomes pretty clear. This seems pretty popular with the fans and everything. How have you been seeing that, and how many people have been reaching out to you from the minute this happened?
I'm gonna be honest, it happens everywhere. The fans don't like you, they don't like something, it don't matter where you at, to be honest. And I'm from here, we got the best fans in the world. Like, I know what's up, So I'm not really worried about that, because I know what he's gonna bring, I know what I'm gonna bring, and I seen what those guys brought last year, the intensity, the passion of the game. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Kemba, I know you said after the season you were going to spend this offseason to get your health right. Where does the knee stand right now?
I feel great. My knee feels great. Obviously, I haven't been playing as much like in the season, but yeah, I feel really good. I haven't had this much time off in a little while, in a few years, to be honest. So, it feels good to get this rest, as well as just to take this time to get my knee right. So, I'm planning on coming in and feeling super good. Continue to feel super good. Yeah.
Tim Bontemps, ESPN.
One question for each of you guys over here. Kemba, you talked at the end of last season how frustrated you were with the way the year went in terms of how your health was, and you couldn't obviously play in the playoffs the way you wanted to. How much has that kind of driven your work this offseason to kind of be able to get back to that level, and how much are you excited to kind of show that here in New York?
It's everything. It's driving everything. Just because I know the kind of player I am, and I know what kind of level I want to be at. So yeah, that's definitely added motivation.
And then for Evan, obviously you got traded to Boston in the middle of the season. It's kind of a crazy couple of months for you. But obviously you were in France when all this was going on, or Tokyo playing for France, all this was going on in terms of your free agency. How did negotiations get to where you winded up deciding to come to New York?
How did we negotiate the contract?
Just how did free agency play out for you in terms of options, and why did you ultimately choose to come to the Knicks?
Well, it was a little bit different for me because I was obviously in Tokyo trying to get ready for the Olympics, and the day we agreed on the deal was the day of the quarterfinal. So I was really just talking with my agent, and he was letting me know what was basically on the table and what were my options. But I mean, it was pretty clear to me that New York was going to be the team for me, and it made it easier because I didn't have to spend much energy and I could just focus on the Olympics.
Mike Vorkanoff, The Athletic.
Hey, Kemba, I know you were, sorry, back here. I know you were saying you were on vacation when you got traded, but I remember you saying about a year and a half ago that in 2019, when you were a free agent, you thought you were close to coming to the Knicks in free agency. How close did you come then? And is New York, that something you always viewed as kind of a destination at some point in your career to come and play here?
Yeah, I was pretty close, actually. It just didn't work out. I always, I talk to my friends, my family sometimes. We talk about, possibly maybe at the end of the career, finishing with the Knicks. I just never seen it really ever happen. I just had no idea. But now, yeah, it's the most unreal feeling. Like, I can't really explain it. I can't really put it into words how amazing this feeling is being back home.
Ian Begley, SNY.
Evan, what did you think about the Knicks group last year under Tom Thibodeau? I think everybody could agree they overachieved. What were your thoughts on them, and how did that factor into your decision free agency?
Well, it was a hard team to play against. They played hard, they played with discipline. You know what they was going to do on the court, and they executed extremely well. And teams like that are hard to beat because they don't beat themselves, and you really have to play well to beat them. So looking at a team like that, it's clear that they had togetherness, that they practiced well, because throughout the season they kept getting better and better. And as a player, that's exciting because you want to be a part of a group that works and that wants to win.
Ian O'Connor, New York Post.
Yeah, Kemba, in the middle. I think when New York basketball fans think about you, they obviously go back to 2011, that championship run you had through the Big East tournament and through the NCAA tournament. But can you describe what that feeling was like as a New Yorker to lead a team in this building? And why is this building different from every other in the league?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. That was just a special run. I was actually just telling that story yesterday. It was just a really dope time for me because I never beat Pittsburgh in my career. That was the first time. Then I'm in the Garden in front of my family and friends. One of the biggest moments of the Big East tournament. Then I hit that shot, and it was explosion in here. So yeah, I love playing in this arena. It's different because for me, obviously, I'm from here, and I've played here so many different times growing up. And it's definitely going to be different now wearing a Knicks jersey. It's going to be better, 10 times better.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Kemba, how good can the Knicks be with you running the point and Evan added to the club? And also, you talked about your knee and how great it feels. Will there still be?
I can't really hear.
Will there still be a plan for you to play back-to-backs or not play back-to-backs?
You gotta ask them. Ask Tibbs. I forgot the question. I'm gonna lie. What was the first part of the question?
Evan on the roster.
I think we're gonna be really good. With my ability to get in the lane, hopefully I can, draw multiple defenders and just get rid of the basketball. Trusting my teammates. I know this guy right here is gonna, light it up for sure. He's gonna shoot the crap out the ball. So then, we got a bunch of young guys, who we just drafted, who are really, really good, who I've been really impressed with, watching Summer League. And some of the other young guys who's been here, the guys from last season. me and Evan, we plan on coming here, just bringing some leadership and just adding on to what they already got going.
Barbara Barker, Newsday.
Hey, Kemba, congratulations. Do you feel this is maybe 10 years in, the perfect time in your career to come home, and the Knicks are also the perfect place?
Yes, ma'am. I think everything is perfect. Everything, perfect timing. I'm really motivated. I'm super excited that these guys just have belief in me. That's all I need. I just need somebody to believe in me, and these guys do, and I appreciate that.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
For both of you, I guess, just have you guys obviously got to play together last year for a while. Have you had a chance to hook up with Julius or anybody and talk to them about kind of what you see ahead for you guys?
Not in person. I did text with him a little bit, but yeah, we didn't get a chance to meet yet.
I know Julius tried to reach out once I signed, but I was in Japan, and it was just a mess. It was hard to reach me, so I actually have to call him. Yeah.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Yeah, Evan, I was sort of the same thing. I mean, the Knicks were 41-31. With you two guys, do you think you could actually be better next season?
Yes. I mean, the goal is to be better for sure. But when you start a season, it's hard to put a numbers of wins. I think you have to get the right approach and take it day by day, and work and see where you can go. But I feel like when you put a number, it can also put a ceiling on what you can accomplish. So I think the mindset is just to come in, work, and do the best we can, and live by that pretty much.
Ian Begley, SNY.
Kemba, when this was all announced, I mean, how quickly did you hear from people in New York, people that friends, family, just congratulating you? But how many ticket requests have you already gotten too?
Yeah, I planned on telling everybody I only get 4 tickets. I plan on that. I only get 4. So whoever watching this, I only get 4 tickets. Yeah, I got a lot of text messages actually. Yeah, it was pretty cool. A lot of my old friends, coaches, just people I know from being here, reached out to me, and excitement. And the feeling was mutual.
Tim Bontemps, ESPN.
Kemba, you mentioned how you're excited about the fact that the Knicks believe in you. Did you feel like as last year went on, that wasn't necessarily the case?
Nah, that's not.
I wasn't trying.
I know, but no, that's not. I definitely feel like Boston believed in me, but they traded me. I mean, so yeah, that's not the case. I don't think that they didn't believe in me, not at all.
And you cut out, your mic was not quite working when you were talking about that before. Did you mean you found out about the Celtics trade when you were on vacation? Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
When you got traded to Oklahoma City? Yeah. What kind of was that span of, I guess, 4 or 5 weeks like between when you got traded and when you were able to work out the buyout with the Thunder and come here? Because obviously your future was kind of up in the air at that point.
Just waiting, to be honest, just waiting patiently. Trusting in my Lord and Savior to get me where I need to be. That's really all I could have done. And like I said, my guys, my home team, Knicks, they believed in me. And I'm here now. So whatever happened in the past is irrelevant at this point.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Kemba, when you went through that whole buyout process and choosing the Knicks, were there a lot of different options for you?
Nah, no other option.
And last season, how much did that, I hate to go back to the knee, but how much did that affect your performance?
Not much. Last season, not much, to be honest. Not my knee. I was feeling pretty good. I just had a little hiccup in the playoffs, which sucked, obviously. Nobody likes to be injured, especially at that moment. But I felt pretty good all year, to be honest.
Mike Vorkanoff, The Athletic.
This is for Evan or Kemba, whoever wants to answer. But what do you think the on-court fit is going to be? Last year Julius obviously held the burden of the offense. Both of you.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
It's the mask. what do you think the on-court fit is going to be for you guys with Julius, with RJ, and just what you think the offense will play like with both of you on the court?
It's going to be fine. No, me and Evan, we are two very, very unselfish guys. We just going to get the ball moving, find the right shot, play some defense, try to get some stops. I think we're going to gel super well. I'm super easy to get along with. So is Ev. So it's going to be fun.
Well, first of all, I think you need to learn each other, what guys do best, what they enjoy, where they're efficient on the court. And then after that, it's just playing free, driving kick, just making the right play, not holding the ball, just playing good basketball. It sounds simple, but at the end of the day, you just have to be willing to do it. That's it.
We'll take two more questions. Brian Mahoney, AP.
Hey, Evan, question for you. You had such a great run over in Tokyo. What did that do for your confidence those last few weeks, the way you played individually? And did it help? Did you get any offers you weren't expecting based on the way you were playing? Anything at the last minute come in?
I don't know. You got to ask Leon about that. I don't know if that changed anything. But yeah, I mean, my confidence level was good. It's funny because actually, when I was on the phone with Leon, Tibbs, Scott, the first thing Tibbs told me is, as soon as I wrap up that silver, I have to go to New York so we can talk. And that was his way of talking a little bit of trash, and unfortunately, that's what happened. But I'm proud of what we accomplished, with my country. And, the goal is to keep shining for France. And, in 3 years, we have Paris in 2024. And, we'll see.
And our final question, Ian O'Connor, New York Post.
Down the middle, Kemba, if you obviously played for a demanding coach in college. You obviously played for a very demanding coach in college. I was curious if you wanted that experience again in the NBA, if you see some similarities between Calhoun and Tom, and if that was part of your appeal as far as going to the Knicks.
Yeah, I see a lot of similarities. You know what? I've been around Tibbs for a while. Never obviously played for him, but him and Coach Clifford, who's a guy I played for a long time, are really close friends. And Tibbs will always come to Charlotte. He even came to Boston when I first got there. He was there. So I know Tibbs pretty well. I know we're going to be doing a lot of closeouts. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
That concludes the question and answer portion. We're now going to take part in the photo opportunity.